Well, Joe, here we go, the week that we've all been waiting for since November. First of all, how good does it feel to be back with the squad, and how are you ready to go for Thursday night?
Yeah, to be fair, it does feel like it's been a while, but nah, I'm delighted to be back and see all the boys again, and yeah, I think everyone's just buzzing and can't wait to go for Thursday.
We'll talk about Thursday night in a moment, but I've got to ask you about yesterday. Leeds moved to the top of the championship for the first time this season. Just how good did that win feel?
Yeah, I think it's been a great year so far, and yeah, to cap it off yesterday with, to do that and DJ to come on and score, and of course keep a clean sheet. It's a great feeling, and all the boys were delighted.
I know, obviously we spoke quite recently, but the fact that the four of you are at Leeds, you're having this incredible season. Just how much do you think that will benefit Wales ahead of a massive week? Yeah,
I think not just us as well. I think a lot of the boys now are playing regularly, and I think this could be, first time in a while this has happened. So, I think of course for all of us it's just confidence, and playing week in, week out is always going to help us, and yeah, it's going to benefit Wales.
So I know Rob Page, he said last week, this is probably the healthiest position the squad has been for a really long time in terms of players getting regular minutes, but you've got a core group of you that are competing at the top of the championship. Obviously you've got Brooksy at Southampton, the guys at Ipswich. Ethan just said it gets a bit tense maybe, but the fact that you're all up there in the top, just how much of an extra boost do you think that gives this Wales side?
Yeah, I think as well from a competitive standpoint, it's only going to make us all more that extra edge as well, and especially going into Thursday, all of us being healthy and playing week in, week out, I think it's going to be exciting, and for all of us, especially when we're competing at the top as well, it's only going to benefit everyone, and I think I just can't wait, and we're all raring to go.
You mentioned another clean sheet yesterday. I want to ask you about Ethan Ampadu, because it's very likely he'll get his 50th cap for Wales this week at just 23 years old. Just what can
Feels like he's been around forever.
It does. What can you tell us about Ethan? Because that's an incredible achievement.
Yeah, of course. And I think me being closer to him this year as well, we have kind of really bonded. And I think just seeing him grow, and of course, 50th cap was an incredible achievement at that age. God knows what he could achieve, going on. And I'm delighted for him, and hopefully it's a night to remember for him as well.
Put you on the spot a bit, but like you said, you do know him really well. So if you had to describe Ethan Ampadu in 3 words, what three words would you use?
Oh, do you know what? I'm going to say positive, funny, and he's like the butterfly of the group. He could just he could just chat to anyone, and just have a laugh. So yeah, that's probably the 3 words I'd use.
I wasn't expecting butterfly, but I like it.
But yeah, he's just like he could just go around each group, and they all love him. So yeah, I think that's the best way to describe it. Yeah.
Looking ahead to Thursday, Joe, you can't underestimate just how massive the game is, how massive the occasion is going to be. How do you feel about it, Henry? Yeah,
I think of course it's been kind of a long build-up again, and I think especially it being in Cardiff, with the red wall as well, it's going to be great atmosphere and a really exciting night. But I think all the boys are, they're all focused, and we know what needs to be done, and hopefully we can start by winning Thursday.
It's hard to believe it's been 2 years since that World Cup playoff game against Austria, and then obviously we had Ukraine a couple of months after. The fact that you've been there, you've done it before, you've got yourselves over the line. How much do you want to replicate those feelings again? Yeah,
I think of course it's always good to have that kind of experience, and of course a lot of the boys here now that were involved in that incredible campaign. And I think knowing that, I don't want to speak too far ahead, but the tournament as well, close, not that far from home, I think for the fans as well, I think that's a big motivation for us. And since I've been a part of Wales as well, something I would really like to achieve. And yeah, we're all gonna, knuckle down, and I'm gonna give everything, and hopefully we can get over the line.
Because of course, like you said, the tournament, it's not that far away, and you even know what the prize is. You know who's in your group. I know, you guys have been out to look at the hotels, and you'd be a part of the draw. The fact that all of that's happened, but you're still 2 games away from it. You can't think about that too much?
No, never. And as players, we'll never look beyond Thursday. Like, Thursday is our final, and that's all we look at. And yeah, like I said, we're just going to concentrate on that and focus this week, and yeah, just get ready to go.
Finland, I think it was 2021 the last time Wales faced them. What are you expecting? Because you've got a bit of inside info with Glenn Cymru, your teammate.
Nah, to be fair, of course, you know, we've had meetings in the past, and yeah, it's history now, and I think it's going to be a tough game. You know, they're going to have their ideas and we're going to have ours, but all I worry about is us and focus on ourselves, and that's all that matters. And yeah, hopefully we can put in a strong performance and make the fans proud.
You're above Finland in the world rankings. I know obviously football's not played on paper. On paper, you guys are the stronger team, but I guess some people might look back at, for example, those 2 games against Armenia, again, expecting Wales to win. How do you just avoid any potential slip-ups?
Nothing changes from our mindset has always been. We will always look at ourselves as the underdog going into every game, and you know, as a country, you know, as a small country, you know, that's what we pride ourselves on, and we're a tight unit and we give everything for each other. And like I said, we never think like that. It's only what we worry about ourselves and what we're going to do, and hopefully that will be enough to get us over the line.
I know when we came up to Leeds not that long ago, he said Daniel Farke tends to wind you all up, you guys and Glenn. Have there been any good luck messages this week?
Nah, of course. He gave us a good luck message after the game yesterday, and I think it's been a bit of laughing and joking. And of course, you know, there's 4 Welsh lads in Leeds and 1 Finland, so it's been a bit, you know, unfair numbers. But nah, like, you know, I didn't speak to Glenn after the game yesterday. I told him before the game I'm not going to, but that's just me. But nah, I'm sure.
You're just ignoring each other in the tunnel.
I'm sure it's Ethan's fault as well. But nah, I think I'm sure it's going to be, you know, it's going to be a great match and a great night, and hopefully it can be a successful one. Finally,
you've touched on it briefly, but again, the fact that you guys are at home, I know you mentioned when I came up to speak to you not that long ago, you know, you said you can't underestimate just how massive it is, the fact that you're going to be at the Cardiff City Stadium on Thursday. Yeah, and of course, you know, as we've always said, you know, they're our 12th man, and you know, the Red Bull's been with us every step of the way, and like I said, we're just going to give everything, and all we can do is give everything and make the fans proud, and hopefully we can be successful on a great night like Thursday. Joe, diolch yn fawr.
Perfect, thank you.